So student, today after the concept of force and its types, details, we are going to see one important term, that is the inertia. A very important terms, inertia. So now what do we mean by inertia? So inertia is just simply what? As per the definition, it is a property of an object that opposed to change its state. Means what? If the object is in rest, he tries to remain at rest. If the object is in motion, he tries to get in motion. For example, what? As we know that object is at a rest. This is simply one ball. Again I take. It is right now at a rest. So until whenever any unbalanced force acts on it, it tries to maintain its state. It does not change its state. तो स्वतःहून त्याची स्टेट चेंज करत नाही. You try to keep him as a rest. Or suppose it is in motion. Just simply a car is there. If it is in motion, he try to make it state that it goes through the motion only. It stops whenever it apply on brake. Means what? It is an ability or it is a property of an object that oppose to change its state. That is called as inertia. So somewhat this inertia is like the mass of an object. It is like a mass of an object. As we know that mass can measure in terms of kilogram. So inertia is also can measure in terms of kilogram. That oppose to change its state simply. Okay, so now what this inertia are divided into different types. Inertia due to rest. It is like inertia due to rest. Second is inertia due to motion. Third, inertia due to a direction. For example, let's take the example of inertia due to a rest. So many examples are there in real life that if the object is in rest, it tries to maintain its state. See one example. If you are sitting on bike and the bike is not yet started, but once the bike has suddenly started, what we get observation? We get and jerk to the backward direction. We get and jerk toward the backward direction. What happened here? Actually, we are in rest. We are in rest, and the object gets motion. The bike goes straight to some direction, but we are trying to maintain our original state. That is what we are rest. So we following that, it goes toward the backward direction. Are you getting? So that is inertia due to the rest. This is one example. Or even you can see one more example. Let's take one example. Okay, now take one more example. Here I have taken one card sheet, kept on that card sheet like this one, and take a coin of ₹5. Now here what I did, I placed on this coin on this card sheet. Now it is in what? Rest. As per our inertia due to rest, it is on rest. Now what? I try to give a motion to that card sheet by just click on that here. See, again I am going to try. You just notice what happened. 1 minute. Okay, so now it's just simply one that a glass card sheet and ₹5 coin, and now you just what? Give a click to that card sheet, and now what you can notice here, I just click on that card sheet, the cards get in motion, but the coin falls down to the glass because what? The coin is at rest. I give the motion to that card sheet, so card sheet goes in motion, but this coin try to maintain its state. Okay, so this is an example of inertia due to a rest. Are you getting? Okay. Now see the next, inertia due to the motion. Again, a famous example. As we on bike or is in railway or any vehicle, we are in also motions. Okay, with the help of that particular vehicle, with the help of vehicle we are also in motion, and whenever suddenly brakes are applied, what we have noticed, we can get jerk toward the forward direction. In our example, we get the direction of backward, but whenever we are getting motion, we are getting a jerk to the forward direction. ट्रेन मध्ये बघा किंवा बस मध्ये अचानक सडनली ब्रेक दाबला तर आपण पुढे ढकललो जातो. वी आर गेटिंग अ फॉरवर्ड डायरेक्शन बिकॉज व्हॉट इट इज ड्यू टू द इनर्शिया ड्यू टू द मोशन. बिकॉज व्हॉट वी आर इन मोशन बट सडनली अपोज, सो वी आर ट्राय टू कीप आवर स्टेट. मी मोशन मध्ये होतो, मी मोशन मध्ये राहण्याचा प्रयत्न करतो. ड्यू टू दॅट व्हॉट हॅपन, आय गेट फॉरवर्ड, मूव टुवर्ड द फॉरवर्ड डायरेक्शन. Get it? See that again, if you are try to oppose this motion, you get see the effect of what चालत्या रेल्वे मधून if you are try to stop get out from that train and you are suddenly stop. तुम्ही चालणाऱ्या रेल्वेतून बघा बऱ्याचदा तुम्ही धावत्या रेल्वेमधून किंवा लोकल मधून ट्रेन थोडी स्लो झाली की आपण उतरण्याचा प्रयत्न करतो. त्या केसमध्ये आपण जर उडी मारल्यानंतर जागेवर लगेच थांबलो तर the chances of falling down, because what we are in motion and we are comes directly to the rest, so that is to oppose oppose actions are going to occur. So for that try to avoid them. जेव्हा आपण बस मधनं किंवा चालत्या बस मधनं बाहेर उडी मारतो त्या केस मध्ये we should run some forward direction, then and then only we does not get fall down. Getting that is the inertia due to a motion. Third, inertia due to the direction. As we again know that as we are going to move in a circular track, simply the vehicle moves toward the left side, we are going to move toward the right side. Driver na left la turn घेतल्यानंतर we are trying to go to the right. See what happened, actually we are going to stay. Direction आपल्या एका डायरेक्शनचा inertia असतो. Suddenly it goes this one and we are in that direction. Getting? So we are getting jerks toward this direction, opposite to that. So that is about all about the inertia and its different types. Inertia due to rest, inertia due to motion, and inertia due to the directions. Are you ready? Okay. So depends upon that. Now we are going to switch toward our next article, that is Newton's laws of motion. Okay, so as we learn the basic properties and all that, now we are going to learn important Newton's laws of motions. How very important laws are there, Newton. Okay, so after concept of inertia, now we are going to switch toward the next important article, that is the Newton's laws of motion. Very three different famous laws about the Newton has given about that motion. So up to this what we learn, the force is the cause behind the motion. Now then Newton analyzed the variations about that motions, what are the impact of that force on that motion. So for that he states some laws. So out of that, the first law that we are going to learn, the first law, here I write down the Newton's first law, which is also known as law of inertia. Okay, so earlier that's why we learned first of all the concept of inertia. So the first law is law of inertia. So what the law states that, the Newton's first law states that the object does not change its state of rest or motion unless and until some unbalanced force acts on it. Very simple law is there. Simply that object does not change its state. If it is in rest, it tries to rest. If it is in motion, it tries to it in motion. Up to when? Unless and until some unbalanced force acts on it. जोपर्यंत त्याच्यावर एखादा एक्सटर्नल फोर्स अनबॅलन्स फोर्स ऍक्ट होत नाही तोपर्यंत तो त्याची स्टेट मेंटेन करायचा प्रयत्न करतो. दॅट इज द लॉ ऑफ इनर्शिया. सिम्पली काय, ऑब्जेक्ट इज इन रेस्ट, तो ऑब्जेक्ट रेस्ट मध्ये ही ट्राय टू मेंटेन्स रेस्ट. कधीपर्यंत? अनलेस अँड अंटिल सम फोर्स ऍक्ट्स ऑन इट. जोपर्यंत त्याच्यावर फोर्स ऍक्ट होत नाही तोपर्यंत तो त्याची स्टेट चेंज करत नाही. दॅट इज द व्हेरी सिम्पल फेमस लॉ इज दॅट. The object does not change its state of rest or motion unless and until some unbalanced force acts on it. Here the concept of inertia comes, so that is why it is also known as the law of inertia. Why it happens? Why it does not change its state or rest? Because of what? Its inertia, the object's inertia, because the property itself indicates that it tries to oppose its state. So it is related to the inertia. So it's called as a law of inertia. Okay, thank you.